All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. My name is Judson Powell. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit all the buttons for me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anyway, we're going to keep on talking about Donald Trump, our idiot president. Okay, so now, see, y'all got to realize this man, the narcissistic man, the sociopathic man, even maybe he is mentally retarded. I don't know. But it's like, okay, now basically what he did was he put us in a war because he got impeached. He didn't ask anybody. He didn't consult anybody. He didn't go to anybody. He didn't ask anybody nothing. He just, he just pushed the button, basically. And I'm telling y'all, and now we have like half the world mad at us for no reason. And then he got up on television talking about how he took out this person that did all this stuff, and it was all a lie. Everything he said in his speech, I mean, okay, maybe there were little bits of truth to it, but basically lies, propaganda. It was all propaganda to justify what he did. And the reason why he did what he did was because he got impeached. It got nothing to do with what Iran was doing in the world and all that. Now we got all the Iraqis, the Iranians, half of the Arab world mad at us. Why? And everybody's like, why? Why? Even our allies, a lot of our staunchest allies are against us on this. They're not with us. And I'm not with this either. Look, I got a daughter right now in the military, and look, I hope, like I said, if I was anybody, there's no way in the world that I would enlist to fight in this war, because it's unjust. It's not a just war. Nobody attacked us. Nobody was doing anything to us. They were minding their own business. They had entered into a nuclear treaty for us. And now, here's my favorite part of all of this stuff that's going down. They got an $80 million bounty, just like, remember what they did to your boy Osama bin Laden? They put $80 million on his head. Oh my goodness. So they got an $80 million bounty on Trump's head. And the president of Iran came out and actually said death to America, but that does not mean death to its citizens. It means death to Trump. They are after Trump. They ain't after America. They done made it clear. Look, it's like Americans, and they understand Americans had nothing to do with this. He didn't consult anybody. He didn't consult Congress. He didn't even consult his own people. He didn't even consult the Republican constituents. And once again, how long, Republicans, how long y'all gonna keep on, out of party loyalty and all this kind of stuff, keep on putting up with this junk? This is BS. It's straight up BS. How long are y'all going to keep on putting up with it? Because after a while, I got everybody's back. It's just like I'm in a fraternity. I got my fraternity brothers back. But look, if you keep on doing stupid stuff, after a while, I got to call you out on it and say, look, even if I pull you aside, they ain't pull Trump aside. Pull him aside and be like, look, man, stop it. What's wrong with you? Why are you messing up everything? And the first thing that's going to happen, our gas prices, we about to be paying $5 a gallon for gas and everything else. Because they gotta use whatever they can for retaliation. Am I right? Am I right about it? All I'm saying is that why y'all stop messing with people because you got your own problems. See, and that's why he should have never been president. That's why he should not have his hand on the button, and the Republican, look, we got to get every Republican out. And I'm doing it along party lines because I'm saying, look, if nobody has the balls enough to stand up to President Trump and say, look, man, the stuff that you're doing is wrong. Okay, I get the tax cut. I get the stock market and all of that. I get it. Okay, y'all want to make money. I get it. But you cannot make money now in a world economy when half the world hates you. How are you supposed to get money? Look, in a world economy, that's why we have to learn. I can't say this enough. You have to learn how to be a good citizen in the world. You have to learn how to be a good human being, to be good people. Because that's how, look, that's how you get money. You get money because, and that's why, look, that's why the economy is booming now. Every time the economy does not boom, what is it? It's because the Republicans try to run a wartime economy. Am I lying? Look, go back and look at history. In history, whenever we had a war, what happened to the economy? The economy tanked every single time. So at what point do you learn that war, we'll go to Marvin Gaye, that war is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. It's like, look, let me tell you something, guys. It's like, it is what it is. Every time we try to run a wartime economy, guess what happens? Once again, the economy goes bad, jobs are lost, and money is lost because it puts us further in debt. It makes the deficit even higher. And this time, this idiot has started a war that could potentially be a world war. Why? Because we got China, right? We got China that's interested, and we got Russia that's interested. Look, let me tell you something, people, if you didn't know, 1 out of every 5 people in the world is Chinese. 1 out of every 5 people in the world is Chinese. Look, let me tell you something. If the Chinese ever decided not to be a peaceful nation and wanted to be warmongers, guess what? They could take us all out. All right. And I'm just being honest, because we don't have enough people to fight them. Even if we kill 4, they still got 1 left. And that's not even counting how many of us they gonna kill. Do you understand? It's like, it's stupid. It's like, and Trump is always picking fights with people, just like, and the only reason why China is in on this, you want to know why China is in on this against us? Because of those dang on tariffs and all that other junk that he did. Stupid. And we kept saying, look, our farmers are starving to death in middle America. All of the people that make steel and all of that kind of stuff, aluminum, all of those things, they are starving to death in America because of the tariffs that he put on. The solar industry, the dang on pretty much every industry, and especially simple manufacturing like clothing and all that kind of stuff, we're getting crushed. We are getting destroyed. And it's not because of things that we wanted. It's because of things that Trump did, trying to be this dictator. And all of this stuff is unilateral. That's what I'm saying. He has never consulted with anybody about anything. He just does it. He's a dictator. And he should have been impeached. And he needs to get out of there. And he is in collusion with the Russians. And now, even, and from the news reports that I've read, even the Russians are turning on him according to what just happened. The Russians didn't support that. Because why? Because it creates unrest in the world. Everybody wants rest, to be able to get money, to make money, and be able to provide for the citizens of their country. But when you do something that makes that impossible, or you put a hindrance on it, then people are going to start coming after you. But once again, the single ray of hope is that they put an $80 million bounty on Trump. So I just hope, and if I was Secret Service, I'd be like, and I saw one of my boys had a post. Yesterday, he said, we ain't had nothing to do with this. Dude lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and his name is Donnie Boy. And so, I'm just saying, we didn't have nothing to do with this. Ain't nobody mad at Iran. We ain't mad. Ain't nobody. And now Iraq has gotten into, that's what I'm saying. Now, it's like you just start, because you got impeached over your stupidity, and you don't never consult with anybody. You are a president. You are not a dictator. You can't just say and do what you want to do without consequences. And all of these unilateral decisions that you make, there are consequences to them. And you're not thinking about the consequences. This man is controlled by, and I've been doing all this stuff on my eye. He's controlled by his lower nature, just by his feelings. That's not a man. Are you kidding me? That's not a man. You know, anybody that could make fun of a retarded kid or make fun of women or make fun of anybody else that don't have your ideologies or whatever, that's not a man. That is not a man. Listen to me, y'all. That is not a man. All right? That is not a human. That it just not. Just not. So now here we are in the midst of all of this crap, you know, and like I said, the only bright light is that maybe somebody will take Iran up on the $80 million hit. That's, you know, and I know people have been wanting to say that for a long time, but now that it's out there in the news media, we can actually say it. It's an $80 million hit on Trump, y'all. Look, even the homeboys might want to get in. Y'all might want to get in on it because they look, and they got the money. They got the money, they'll pay. So, you know, it's not funny, but it's funny. It's unprecedented. It really is. This man, and like I said, it is all because of his ego and his narcissistic feelings and all his sociopathic junk that's inside of him. You know, and yeah, maybe that's cool for running a corporation. And from what most people say from his, you know, from preliminary reports, it ain't even so good in his business. He just basically, you know what he is? He's a television personality that enough people knew about that they voted for him. But as far as having a track record of being a person that's a government official or a person that can govern or has any governance to them, not him. It ain't him. I'm telling y'all, look, y'all, it's not him. And y'all need, and if the Senate, if anybody was smart in the Senate, look, you can save, look, I'm telling you right now, you can save the nation. If you are in the Senate, change your vote and vote, you know, so that y'all could bring this man to trial and that y'all could get him out of there. I mean, I'm just saying he can, so y'all can remove him from office. Because I don't know. Look, I don't know. We can make it all the way to the election. You know, you know, who knows what he'll do. You know, and now that, and the other thing is, it's not popular among his constituents or Americans. How and Republicans, I keep saying, how long are y'all gonna let this crap go on? Because now it's bothering y'all's best interest. Because look, y'all gonna end up having to pay. I'm just saying, look, just because you got all the guns and all the big guns and everything don't mean that you got all of the control and all of the power. You got to understand that this is, you know, stuff like this is you know, economics is still economics, whether you put a gun in the middle of the economics or not. But we know there's a lot of oil in them oil fields. In fact, there was a report out that said that Iran found another 52 billion gallon oil field over there. So I'm just saying, so that is dumb. You know, this whole thing is dumb. It's just, it has no thought to it at all. You know, and you take out their top general and now, and what are you going to do? All you're going to do is breed more. You think by killing somebody that the rest of them just going to say, oh, we never going to do nothing, you know? Ain't going to happen. They mad. They done put up the red flag of war on top of the government buildings and the mosque and everything. You know, and they're literally, you know, livid. And let me tell you something else. And if y'all remember, you know, they tried to attack the World Trade Center, you know, and I'm talking about Muslims. They tried to attack the World Trade Center. And I'm not talking about all Muslims. I'm not trying to make it a blanket thing. But guess what? The first time they failed, but they kept on trying. And finally, I'm talking about after years, they succeeded. So they are vengeful. Don't get the game twisted. They're vengeful. And they, you know, and they will do whatever they got to do until they get the job done. Because they look at this stuff, they look at it like David versus Goliath. I'm just telling y'all, that's how they look at it. They don't look at it as, oh, you know, we can't do nothing. They don't think that. I'm just saying, that's not their mindset. In fact, that's not, if you read the Quran, you know that that's not the mindset of the Quran. you know that if you read it, you know that ain't the, you know, and that all of this kind of stuff, that whole vengeance is mindset of the Lord stuff, that ain't in the Quran. In the Quran, they say an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I'm just letting y'all know. Like button, subscribe button, hit all the buttons for me. We need the love button right now. Love.